Tapped in souls, you have made it to level 6. I am so proud of you for coming this far. And my gift to you, over the next 3 days, I will help you take your love to the next level. And today we launch into our Soul Shift Challenge for love. Are you ready? Okay, here it is. After today's tap, I am going to invite you to write a letter to someone in your life where you have experienced pain or resentment. Before writing the letter, though, you must practice today's tapping session. This way, you will be able to write it from a place of love and wisdom. In this letter, you must address the following. Discuss what happened and how it made you feel. What you have now discovered after healing it or aspects of it, the wisdom that you will take with you, and something benevolent that you wish for them in their life. After you have written the letter, you can either burn it, email it, or send it to them via mail. It is up to you. The most important thing in this practice is that you find closure. It is not about how they respond or receive it. This is actually for you and your personal practice. Research shows that forgiveness is linked to positive mental health as well as a reduction in anxiety, depression, and major psychiatric disorders. Many people resist forgiveness because they believe that by forgiving, they are condoning the actions of others. Today, I invite you to see it simply as a way to get your life force back and live a happier life. It's not all about condoning their actions. It's about letting go so that you can move on with your life. Let's take a moment now and tune into someone that you have been holding a grudge towards. And if by chance you happen to be an angel and you have absolutely no grudges, then you can use this exercise towards yourself. Let's begin. Taking a moment to massage underneath your collarbone and just tuning into any relationship that you have right now that's creating some resistance. Perhaps there's some blame and shame there. Perhaps they did something that felt violating and it's really hard to forgive. And just let yourself tune into that relationship. Perhaps it's something that happened more recently or something that's really old that's been sitting inside your consciousness for many years. A family member, an old lover, an old friend, a relationship of some sort where you've been feeling and holding and carrying some bitterness. And tune into that and just let yourself feel what that feels like, how you've been carrying that with you. And as you lean into that resistance towards them, the lack of forgiveness, can't fully let it go, on a scale of 0 to 10, how hard is it to let go? 10 being like, I'm never going to let this go. That was so wrong. I can't let it go. 0 being you've completely released it. Okay. Tapping the center of the chest and then repeating after me. Even though it is hard to forgive here, I love and deeply accept myself. Tapping between the brows. It is really hard to forgive, and tell me who it is. Tapping the temples for what they did. And just tell me out loud what they did that was so bad, that was so violating, that was so uncomfortable and disrespectful. Just go on a rant and explain it out loud. And as you are explaining it, I want you to visualize it happening. Tapping the cheeks. And it made me feel really, what did it make you feel when they did that? Made me feel really disrespected, angry, sad, violated. What did you feel when that happened? It made me feel. Tapping underneath the nose, and that really hurt. It felt so disrespectful. Tapping underneath the lips. They weren't thinking about my needs. Tapping the center of the chest. They were being selfish. It's understandable I haven't been forgiving them. Tapping the front of the ribs. It's understandable I haven't forgiven them for this. Tapping the side of the ribs, and I don't have to forgive them. I never have to forgive them for what? Tell me what they did to you. Tapping the top of the head, and it's understandable I feel like this. I feel so. Tell me how you feel about the situation. Tapping between the brows. I feel so. Tell me again. And even though I really feel, tell me what it is about what happened and what they did. Tapping the temples. I love and deeply accept myself. Exactly as I am. Tapping the cheeks. And I can hold a grudge for as long as I want to. And just give yourself permission right now that it is totally valid, that you will hold a grudge, and that you have full permission to hold it as long as you want to. And it is totally justified. Tapping underneath the nose. I never have to let go of this. And all of this holding, all of this resentment, all of this anger or bitterness or feeling of being taken advantage of, and everything that's wrapped up in this right now, just feeling right now how much is wrapped up in it. And then tap underneath the lips. I don't have to let this go. Tapping the center of the chest. I can hold on to this. And just feel that right now. You can hold on to all of those emotions that come with it as well. And just imagine what that feels like if you keep holding it for the rest of your life. And part of me wants to let it go. Tapping the front of the ribs. And part of me doesn't want to let this go. Tapping the side of the ribs. I really need to make a point here. Tapping the top of the head. And if you were to hold onto it, what would be your reason for holding onto it? Are you holding onto that resentment to prove a point, to punish someone, to protect yourself? Why do you hide and hold all the resentment inside your being? There must be a reason. I'm hiding and holding it because tapping the temples, and that is understandable. Just give some understanding, give some love and acceptance to why you're doing that right now. Just hold it in compassion, total permission right there in all of that. Take a big, deep breath in, release a big sigh. Tapping the cheeks. I can let this go. Tapping underneath the nose. I can hold on to it forever. Underneath the lips. I can let it go. Center of the chest. I can hold on to it forever. I don't want to hold on to this forever. Tapping the front of the ribs. I want to feel more free. All of this blame and shame is actually hurting me. Tapping the side of the ribs. All of this blame and shame and pain is hurting my life. Tapping the top of the head, and I just want to feel free. Tapping between the brows. I deserve to feel free here. Tapping the temples. And I'm done with feeling so heavy and sad. I want to feel free. Tapping underneath the nose, and all of this psychic tug of war is draining my energy. And feel that right now. Feel the psychic tug of war that happens in the back of your mind when you haven't let something go. Feel all that pushing and pulling and trying to convince and blaming and shaming and everything else that goes in the back of your mind that is taking away your life force. And you can keep that tug of war if you want to, or you can choose to drop the rope and choose your life again. Tapping underneath the lips. I want my life force back. I want my life force back now. I want my life force back now. Tapping the front of the ribs. It's possible I can let this go. Tapping the side of the ribs. But part of me doesn't want to. Tapping the top of the head, and another part of me wants my life force back. Take a big, deep breath in right there. Release a big sigh. Good, you're doing good. Tapping between the brows. It's possible I can let this go. Tapping the temples. It doesn't make it right what happened. Tapping the cheeks. It doesn't condone the whole experience. Tapping underneath the nose. It just means I'm getting my energy back. And I'm ready to end this war. Tapping the center of the chest so I can finally live. Take a big, deep breath in. Release a big sigh. Beautiful. Tapping the front of the ribs. I can let this go. Tapping the side of the ribs. I'm worthy of getting my life force back. Tapping the top of the head. And what would happen in your life if you didn't carry this around with you all the time? How would that change not only how you relate to that experience, but how you relate to every other experience that relates to how that was? For example, if you were really hurt by your father because he left when you were young and you didn't fully let that go, how do you relate later on in life with other men and the threat that they might leave? So we carry it with us and then we put it on other relationships if we haven't cleared it. And then guess what happens? Then we create that same situation in other relationships. And do you want to keep attracting people that repeat the same lesson? Or let the universe deal out the cards of karma and you take your power back right now and say, I am worthy of being treated well, I'm worthy of respect, and I'm worthy of moving forward with my life. Tapping between the brows, I can move forward now. Tapping the temples, I'm choosing to move forward now. Okay, do you really want to move forward? Are you really ready? Are you? Okay, tapping the cheeks, tune into whatever that final piece is there. I know there's something in there that says, but not that. not that part of it. Tune into that, because that's the part that will keep you trapped. What is that final piece right now that, no, I'm not going to let it go? Feel it right now. Feel the discomfort from it. Feel the pushing, feel the pulling. Lean into that part, whatever that is for you. And now bring so much love, so much compassion to that, so much understanding. Breathe all of the understanding into it right now, all of the wisdom, all of the compassion, the spaciousness, holding that part that you've been holding on to. And then take a big, deep breath into it, release a big sigh. Tapping underneath the nose, another big deep breath, big sigh. Tapping underneath the lips, let it go, whatever is left, big deep sigh. Beautiful. Now tap all over your body right now. And just tell yourself what you get to do now that you're free of it. I get to move forward with more power. I get to feel more free in my mind and my emotions. Tell me 10 affirmations right now about what you get out of releasing this. Nice. Love that. Beautiful. Keep going. Yes. Beautiful. Take a big deep breath in, release a big sigh. Oh, resting one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. Feeling this deep, beautiful inner freedom. That you are free. That there is nothing and no one pulling you back. You are free. Take another deep breath in. And where is your intensity level now? Did it go down from the beginning? How much more free do you feel after the session? Feel that right now. And congratulations on developing a deeper level of love in your life. Your commitment to forgiveness not only supports your inner feeling of happiness and freedom, it also gives you the power to co-create with the universe. If there was one word or a sentence to describe the power of forgiveness in your life, what would it be? And now for your soulful next steps. Go ahead and jot that down on your soul map. Plus, since you're in the forgiveness discoveries already, I encourage you to do your Soul Shift Challenge right away. Go ahead and write that letter that needs to be written. If there is anything else that still needs forgiveness, you can go back and do the tap again, or you can clear it out in your morning soul tap practice. I will see you tomorrow on the Love Train.